All right, so if your oldest kid watches your younger kid, should they get cash for that? Is that babysitting?
That is the question. So my girlfriend has several children, and the oldest being 14. And she asked the oldest to watch the youngest. And the youngest, like the youngest is 5. And like you go 5 and then like there's a 7 and then there's an 8. And she needed the oldest to watch the younger ones. And she showed me the text exchange, and her oldest said, sure, but I'm going to need some cash. Like that's exactly how she worded it.
Wow. Things might be different now. Okay.
But here's the thing. Like, yes, you need to like help out around the house and you want to be a supportive family unit. But I don't disagree with her.
That she should get paid?
Yeah.
Oh, let's hear you out.
Yeah, I feel like if you were going to have to pay somebody regardless for babysitting, and essentially what she's doing is babysitting. I know it's her siblings, but I feel she should be compensated for her time.
I disagree. You're a family, man. And there are sometimes families got to lean on family here. Who knows what the situation is financially? But look, she gets a lot of benefits from being part of this family. The 14-year-old, a lot, like everything. All right. So for them to ask for a couple of hours to pitch in and watch her sister or brother should be a no-brainer, no money. This is a family. This is obligation.
I'm going to side with Kristen. When you have kids, those kids did not ask to be born. It's your job as the parent to, you decided you wanted to have kids. You brought them into this world. It is not the kid's job to help you run the family. Now, if the kid wants to offer, or if it's an emergency, like a work emergency or a medical emergency, I think that's a little different. But if it's for whatever, I think you got to pay your kid because that's a job. Your kid didn't ask to be born so they could babysit the other kids in the house. You are a parent. You had the kid. You're responsible to feed, clothe, house that child, and they owe you nothing.
Boy, I don't agree with that at all. I'm on the other side of that, man.
I remember the day I had this conversation with my dad because I'm 10 years older than the closest sibling to me, so I went through this. And I told him pretty much the same thing, that if you were bringing somebody else in here to do it, you'd have to pay them, so why you don't have to pay me? And he said, okay, that's fine. That's a good point. I will pay you, but I'm also going to charge you.
Yep.
I'm going to charge you for the car that I pay for. I'm going to charge you for the rent you don't pay for. I'm going to charge you for the food that you don't pay for.
Yep.
And his list was about 45 different things. Like, he went down the entire list, and I was like, all right, I'm cool. I get your point. I'll just be a part of the family.
It's a nice thought, right?
Yeah.
It's a really nice thought. Yeah, I think it's just kind of a family all helping each other out here.
Yeah, I mean it is, but I'm with Cassie on this.
It feels different. Like if you were to say, pay me to do the dishwasher or pick up my room, I'd be like, absolutely not.
Yes.
That is part of your role as this family. You make that mess. You help clean that up. But this feels different. The babysitting feels different.
So dishes, no problem.
Yeah.
Kid, yes.
Vacuuming, helping clean the bathroom. Literally no problem with any of that because you use all those.
Picking up, folding laundry.
Yep, because you're participating, you're making that mess, you need to clean up after yourself, but something that has nothing to do with you.
Those are your clothes, those are your dishes, but those ain't your kids.
Oh, man. I can only imagine. I am trying to think of Hayden coming to me going, I would watch, or Hollis saying this about Eliza. I say the same thing your dad would say. I'd start taking the soccer balls out of the backyard, footballs. Yep, all is mine. All of it's mine. Hell no. It's the Bert Show.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched, you can get more of The Bert Show on your favorite podcast platform. Wherever you listen to your podcast, you can find us. I don't know what any of these buttons do, by the way.